big triple screens glow blue. Coffee on the desk, got the whole squad tuned. Chasing top, split pace, every lap shave too. If the delta turns green, man, I'm feeling brand new. Boys in the chat, yeah, send it through the S's. I'm trail breaking smooth, trying to turn mistakes lessons. Haters in my inbox, I just type GG. Funny how they loud when they watching me stream. That cold, cold tide, somebody missed the mark. Saw smoke in the mirror, heard a thunk in the dark. Stewart might review it, I'm pleading my case. Look like a racing incident from my chase cam angle. I'm just riding laps, headphones on midnight. Laughing with the boys while the apex feels right. Trying to make top split one click at a time. If I'm still P12, at least the vibe's prime. Baby, don't be mad, I'll be up in a minute. Just one more quality run, I'm finally in it. Hope that wreck wasn't mine, hope the steward say fine. And I hope my wife ain't mad, I chose a sim tonight. Break bias, 2 clicks, now the wrist stay calm. Talking trash in Discord while I keep both palms. Purple sector pop, everybody starts screaming. Feels like the man's pacing my basement dreaming. Reply to the haters with a smiley in a wave. They type touch grass, I'm like I touch curbs all day. Will got my fingerprints, pedals got my soul. Trying to climb my rating while I'm losing all control. Door cracked open, hear my wife say really. I say last race promise, but she know me too clearly. Checkered flag drops and I'm grinning like a fool. If love is a pit stop, I'll be home after fuel. I'm just riding laps, headphones on midnight. Laughing with the boys while the apex feels right. Trying to make top split one click at a time. If I'm still P12, at least the vibe's prime. Baby, don't be mad, I'll be up in a minute. Just one more quality run, I'm finally in it. Hope that wreck wasn't mine, hope the steward say fine. And I hope my wife ain't mad, I chose a sim tonight.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream tonight. Tonight, we're going to be trying out these overlays. Also, I'm super red. It's because of this red on the screen. So once that goes away, that I kind of chill out a little bit. Maybe this will make it go away. There you go, a little better. But what I want to go over today or tonight, like I said, is these overlays. I'm having a lot of trouble with Daytona specifically. It's a low wing track, and I want to try to get better at it. I've been asking for advice. I've got advice. I've also studied some replays, trying to figure out how to go faster. I've had the Go Setup or Go Fast stuff premium, so I have the overlays. It should be live already, but anyways, you always get the input telemetry, which is, as you see here to the right, is your kind of like gas and your brake and everything like that. Now, one thing I just barely tried was you got input comparison, which shows the throttle and the distance and all that compared to the fastest time. So we're going to give that a try. And then there's a couple other things. There's speed and gear comparison, which could definitely be beneficial. Line comparison, I kind of want to give this a shot just for the fact of if my line is a little off. I know some of these corners are a little weird on Daytona. So I want to give that a try as well. But I'm hoping that some of these things will help. The brake indicator, I really don't want to see that. I want to more look at the line and stuff, but that could definitely help if you're not sure where to brake. I think I've got it for the most part. And if I get the early or late braking, I'll just look at the input comparison and see where I'm hitting the brake too early or too late. Then you got quarter analysis. At a certain point, I don't want to fill up my screen with so much stuff, so I'd rather have the line comparison than the corner analysis, I think. Maybe we'll play around with that, see what you guys think. Comparison target, I don't have anybody to really look at compared. And then these are just more comparison and delta, and we've already got that for the most part. So for right now, I'm just going to leave it on the line comparison, which I think is going to be helpful, and the input comparison to see, if I'm hitting the brakes too late, if I need to hit the gas a little less, or if I need to roll into it, whatever it might be. So I'm going to give that a shot. Also, we're waiting on this race to start. It is not started yet, but it is upcoming. I'm going to try to do this. It's in 25 minutes, so we're going to get a little bit of practice. I wanted to get more practice, but I just got on late. So, race weekend, and we're going to give it a shot here. See what we got. Oh, and we got more people joining us very shortly. So, Porsche. And I did also see, cool. Yeah, I accidentally pressed that the other day and was basically going around the track, and there was all these LMP2s just completely in the way, and the skill must be down really low or something because I was able to keep up with them a lot of the time, which was crazy. So the setup, we're going to be running the quali safe setup. And all I've been doing for it when practicing, I actually practiced last night. Oh, wrong spot. Is I just bump up the fuel. Just give it a good amount of fuel and run the quali setup and it's fine. So we're gonna run that. And then those overlays, I don't see any overlays, which is scaring me. So let me see if I maybe needed to click that launch overlay. So let's try that. Thought I clicked it already, but looks like it's doing its thing. Go away. All right, where is my mouse? There it is. Okay, so we're gonna click that. And then, okay, so got that at the top left. I'm gonna try to move that real quick. So maybe move that like right up under the mirror. Okay, that's a good spot. And this is over the map, but I don't think it's that bad. Kind of big. Oh, but that makes it really small though. Okay, we're just gonna leave it just like this because I'm not gonna be able to see it regardless. I think this top one is gonna show me most of the data I need. I think the racing line is more for 2 corners specifically that I could think of. So, all right, here we go. We're going out and we're gonna give it a shot and see if this stuff helps a little more. Hopefully it's gonna make some kind of difference. I practiced a little last night. I have not been having good luck at all with this track and basically getting taken out. If not every race, 3 out of 4 races I get taken out, whether it's my fault or somebody else's. You'll see some random reels coming out of some of my crashes in the coming days. But gonna pop out here and see what we can do. Yeah, you can see that line is already working its way on the left side there. So I just don't know how I'm going to be able to race and look at the line. So I think it's going to be more of a look at it after the corner, maybe, because I'm not going to be able to look at everything. Yeah, that line's pretty nice, actually. So, like, I can cut it in here. Tires are still cold. So the line right there, trying to look at 2 things at once, which, like I said, is going to be a problem. But like here, I normally go in and I kind of go out here. And I don't think, okay, so on that line, I don't think they were touching the yellow. It's hard to know because you're looking at that little line, but I don't think they touched that yellow on the outside. I normally try to avoid it, but if I just carry enough speed through it, I just consistently hit that yellow and absorb it. And here, I really want to see where they hit the brakes. So I'm going to say right at the line. Yep, I hit it pretty good. Okay. Did kind of mess me up because, again, I'm looking at so many things. And there, I'm on the brakes. I forget I'm pointing, but I'm on the brakes way longer than what they were. So they carried a lot more speed in and just kind of gingerly got the car through that area. That's something we can learn, which again, we are on cold tires still, so we have to keep that in mind. The tire warmers are on, I think, on this single player, but it's still colder than probably this Delta thing. So, down to second. They're hard on brakes a lot more. Not sure there. The gas was very close. Brakes very close there. And then I'm waiting for the car to turn. Brake and gas very close there as well. So Must be doing something right. I probably could have looked at that line. Oh, this is not a braking corner. I'm looking at too many things. So I brake right about here. That is literally right on the mark. They're hard on the brakes a lot more, which is kind of funny. I'm not sure why. And then here I go like just a little after this. And if anything, that's a hair early from what that shows. And that line right there, looking at the line, I went all over it. So that was a good exit, as in where you're supposed to exit. So kind of a good way to look after the fact. It is kind of hard to look at both. If anything, I kind of wish that racing line on the left had me more in the middle, because it's not like I'm going to look at that and make a decision change by seeing where that little arrow is, because you don't know where it is really. And of course, they keep it down low the whole time. That's one thing I've been watching with these faster drivers. They all keep it down low on this embankment here. Once you come off, especially on this corner mainly, you just kind of stay low, just like they are here. And then I start going up right about the Daytona sign. I don't know what they do, but that's where I'm comfortable. Yeah, they wait a little longer, but I'm going to come up here, be more comfortable. Okay, so I took it way wide on the entry. Still working, but they curved it in way more. I definitely hit the brakes too late there, I think. No, brakes were pretty good. The line was way late though, so I must have locked them up for a second. So again, this is the kind of stuff we're going to have to start trying to pay attention, seeing where we can improve. Yeah, again, it's so hard to pay attention to the track and drive and, you know, look at these inputs at the same time. I think my exit out of there is not bad, all things considered. And of course, the input isn't showing us a whole lot because it's wide open. So, I'm gonna go brakes, down to third, curve it in here. So I was on the brakes a lot longer on entry, and they hit the brakes in the middle of the bus stop. So they hit the brakes shorter entering, and then once they get the car on that like kind of straight part of the bus stop part, they brake it, which I'm assuming is putting some weight on those front wheels, front tires, and getting the bite. So we're gonna try that. Trying to keep it tighter on this one. Still looked like it wasn't maybe tight enough. Brakes and gas seem all right. Line comparison looked really good right there when I looked over. I don't know how the entry was into that, but that looked great. Thought I was in first. Okay, so they're kind of curving in more than I am into the entry. Yeah, I'm like, that gear indicator, yeah, you see what I mean about hitting that yellow. That was a lot, but that gear indicator thing that they had would also probably be helpful, because some of these corners, I'm assuming they change for cars, like the Porsche, you know, everything else, but some of these corners are kind of finicky. Like, okay, are you in third or are you in second? You know, is it a short shift to get out? So try to gas it out more there. I don't know if that was it, but yeah, I was more on brakes. So the biggest thing I need to really pay attention to on that bus stop is he's hitting the brakes like a blip, but it's a hard blip. Like, it's probably 60% brakes for just a second, and then we're back on pretty much nothing, getting the car back turned to a right there and then back on the gas. So the bus stop is definitely a weakness of mine. So, okay, that was driver error. Don't hit the wall. Okay, saved it. All right, so I think that was just a lockup. We're going to try again while we're in this practice. Also hoping to have better luck tonight if I didn't make that apparent earlier. I'm on brakes a little longer, but it's not that much of a difference. Not enough for me to start trying to change that. Not yet, at least. Yep. That's pretty much it. I'm trying to look at too many things again, but that was pretty much it for the line. And that line, I feel like I'm doing good. Every time I look over at the racing line, it's pretty close. The brakes and the gas, I was on the brakes a little bit longer than they were, but I was also on the gas a little bit earlier to make up for it. So I feel like that's not too terrible. I have seen some people going second gear all the way through there and not going down to first. I don't know, I like first right there, but this is my weakness. What's up, Mason? Okay, I really need to focus on brakes in between that bus stop. That's what's going to be something that I need to start getting used to. Yeah, that's one reason I'm actually doing these races, Mason, is one, I was already having fun with it, but two, when I saw the SRA race that's going to be happening Saturday night, I was kind of interested in doing that. So I need to put the pedal, Jesus, it just didn't stop. I need to put the pedal down, figure out this track. I'm having so much trouble with this track. It's just not clicking. So I found in this game, all games, but mainly this game is even more apparent that on the high wing setups, I do fairly decent. But as soon as it goes to low wing, like Monza, or this is low wing as well, you know, Le Mans I was terrible at. I still got to learn the track, but just a lot of terrible driving as soon as you take the wing off the car. And I thought about changing cars and trying something else, but, you know, with that being said as well, this is one of those cars that I've started to get used to. I like the sound of it. I thought about driving the BMW just because I own a BMW in real life, and it would be front engine, which I think I'm good at, but sounds like a washing machine. Okay, I'm still not hitting the brakes in between. I'm hitting the brakes so much longer than they are. I'm on the gas earlier, but that's because I'm losing so much speed. So somehow we've got to figure out how. To get into that section on the bus stop without hitting the brakes as hard as we are. Hard to look. Sorry. A lot of stuff going on. It just doesn't want to brake and turn at the same time. Obviously, but ACC had a lot more forgiveness. Yep, I just tried too hard. I'm almost out of gas. Let me just go ahead and get a fresh car. Fresh tires, rather. See if we could do something. Okay, and Mason said, look at the telemetry. It looks like you're not trailing early enough on a lot of the corners. So you're saying by that I'm hitting the brakes, you know, a good amount, but I should be trailing off earlier, or letting off the brakes slowly earlier. Okay. This is kind of stuff that I want to learn with, but the problem is that I'm seeing you can't really look at it and look at the track at the same time. It's a lot to look at. I could put the reference thing at the top. I feel like that's helping me more than the racing line as of right now. but I feel like that is probably good if I put it close to my speedometer, but I also need to see when to shift. So, like I said, a lot going on at once. Again, we got tire warmers, so we should get tires hot after about a lap or lap and a half or something like that. Yep. Sorry for dog noises. I don't know if you guys can hear that. This corner too, for some reason, like sometimes it hooks up, which obviously cold tires, but sometimes that corner hooks up, and sometimes I just kind of slide across the track and I'm waiting for the car to bite so I can turn to the left, which is so weird. I don't know why, but I've had an itch on my nose for like the last 3 minutes. I don't know if you guys have seen that. Oh, touched the wall a little bit. Yeah, and I would love to, like, I guess in some way I'm wondering if I should put it down, like in my view, because it's transparent. I can see through it, but I feel like it's going to mess me up so much. So I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. I feel like I just need to keep looking at it and saying, was that early enough? No. Was that, you know, too late? Maybe, you know, that kind of thing. Jesus Christ. Braking was literally identical, and gas was literally identical right there. So that was pretty good. Brakes were right. Okay, I'm trying to go around each corner and look now, because you said that, Mason. That one I held really strong, and then I let off quickly, and he trailed it a little more. So maybe it's a longer trail. So let's try that here. So instead of now long trail. Okay, I braked way early, but the trail was there. It was just I braked way early. Same here. That was a fast trail brake, if any trail brake at all. But it's fairly similar. I mean, no, I didn't have as much speed going into that. Of course, the bus stop is my weakness right now. So I'm going to try to go brakes 1, 2, off. I mean, that's as much as they're letting off. Okay, well, I did it. I hit the brakes in the middle like you're supposed to. I mean, a corner cut. But, okay, so like 2 seconds on the brakes, let off. Don't hit the wall on entry. That would probably be helpful. I was trying to look at a lot right there, so that's going to be my mulligan. Had a lot of race enders in the last week in that bus stop area. Straight line, down to second, trail brake, gas, keep it out of the grass, and it's going to not count, but that's all right. I actually got off the brakes a hair early in that corner one, now that I see it, so I think it just was carrying too much speed. Okay, trail brake earlier and longer. So start trying to focus on that. The brakes hard, trail brake, trail brake. I don't know, I'm trying. They're on the brakes later still, so okay, I'm going to focus on the bus stop, and I'll try to go a little bit later on that second infield right-hander there. I feel like these could be helpful, mainly the gas and the brake, like I've said, but it's just a lot going on. It's hard to look at. So 1, 2, off. I gave it more brakes than even they did, and still it was dangerous as hell. Huh. Okay. So maybe it's just more they figuring out the line and how the car is going to react kind of thing now. But the amount of brakes seems close. Now we're going to go up. Focus on this entry straight line. Hard on the brakes. Curve in. This could not get it to bite. Tried to trail off earlier. Was closer. Overall closer. I mean, it's not perfect by any means, but can't expect perfection yet. Okay, brakes later here. Off on the trail. Not terrible. It just slid. I'm also wondering what the yellow is on the brakes. Is that just saying you're sliding, or is that like saying ABS? I feel like that's not ABS. Not really sure what that is. I mean, it happens on this normal speedometer as well, and I've seen it so much, but I've never looked into what the yellow actually refers to. 1, 2. Brakes in the middle. Okay, he went brakes way earlier than that, but overall looked fairly similar. So it's almost like downshift to second with the brakes. Second. Downshift to fourth while hitting brakes, and once you get to fourth, then you just downshift one more time to third and just let the engine do the rest of it.
148.51.
That felt better. I do better when I'm not looking at that thing. Rail brake earlier. Just seems like that's not the right line. I think you gotta enter in later is what it seems like. So you can get a better exit. Here, brake later. It didn't seem that bad. I definitely ran it out too much, but that did not seem bad. My braking gas in that one section right there when I focus is not that far off. I feel like that's pretty good. Okay, so here, 1, 2, let off, down to third. So 1, 2, did the brakes earlier. That's a cut. The brakes are in the right spot for the most part. I hit the gas early. So I think that was it. Just I hit the brakes early. Also, I was only going to be a 46.5. I ran a 46.3 or 4 the other night. So we got more in us. I know we're looking at a lot going on right now. One thing I felt right there for sure, I was trying to steer to the left and it did not want to go. And as soon as I gave it some trail brake, the steering just came back quickly. So I'm going to focus on that. Maybe that's what I've been doing wrong this whole time. There's too much brake and I need to let off with the brake and then start steering some more. So I'm going to focus on brake, straight line, trail brake, start putting in that steering. We're up, so it's not going to count. Count will slide in, but that's all right. And that wasn't a good exit because of that slide. Sometimes that corner just likes getting the car loose. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. I'm guessing too much steering input, more than likely. Okay. And then the trouble spot. Here we are. So 1, 2, off, brake, wait. Fairly close. I feel like it was slow. I wonder if I'm supposed to be going into that fourth and maybe downshifting in the center of that corner. Been watching the faster guys, and a lot of them downshift to third from what I've seen, but it could just be the car or the setup. Also got to look at the clock after this lap because I know we got a race to catch. Pretty good. Brakes looked fairly decent. Brakes and gas, rather. And while I'm on the straight, trying to see what time it was. I don't know where my phone went. Gotta look at the track. I'll check after this lap. Okay, so brakes 1, 2. It looked way more similar. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it was a lot closer, and we're up huge. So I feel like that was not bad. And that's going to either tie my personal best or be my personal best. I've only got one more lap. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay, a full focus, no looking at anything. Except for the Delta. Oh, off to a great start. All right. Well, I need to check the clock anyways. All right. Brakes look pretty good right there, though. All right. Let me see. My phone is way over here. That's where. It is 8:10, which means I think I have already missed the race. Which, if that's so, that means that I'm going to have to get some more practice. But I think I missed it because I think it started at 10. Yep, I missed it. Every Daytona 10. Okay, so we're going to have to practice for like another 40 minutes or so, which isn't a terrible thing. We're also going to be joining a practice session later on tonight when some of the boys get on. So back to what we were doing. Good. And maybe while we're waiting and, you know, using some more of this time, that line comparison is not doing a lot for me right now. I mean, it just isn't. Not in my opinion. So what if we look at corner analysis? Let's try that. See if corner analysis gives us any more data on what we could be doing differently. So we're going to poly safe. And as I said at the beginning, I just put some more fuel in it. That way we can put down some more laps. And let's see. Where is... Oh, I see. It is hidden. So we got to go grab it. There's the corner analysis. Let's just put it right there. I think that's a good spot to look at it. I do like that it says you were faster or slower and it shows the line. So this might be better, in my opinion, than the line comparison. So we're going to give this a shot. And again, the telemetry thing, which has the speed, the gas going up and down, kind of like close to the speedometer on the car, all of that is completely free, as long as you got that little Go Fast logo. Technically, I can get rid of it, but eventually I might cancel the membership if I don't see a huge improvement. What we're going to see here, as of right now, the setups is the biggest improvement but I just wanted to see if this is maybe worth it. So we're giving it a shot. But again, these other things you can only get whenever you 20 seconds. Whenever you pay for the membership. Which is hopefully a good way for you guys to kind of see what it's like without having to pay for it. And if you think it's worth it, give it a shot. See if it helps you. Give it a shot for a month, you know. I'm going to give it like a lap. Try to get the tires a little warmer. I need to fix my brake pedals as well. I have vibration motors on them, and they worked for a week, and now they're not working again. Okay, so I'm assuming the red is me. It's kind of hard to look at, though, figure out what they're doing wrong. Oh, sorry, I'm not paying attention. Again, a lot to look at. Okay, so let's brake, curve in. Huh. Not really telling me a lot now. I'm not sure how to read it yet. I don't know if you guys are seeing this. Oh my gosh, I lost some on the straight. Great. Yeah, it's not really helping me. It's not really telling me the line that much. It's just confusing. Got done with that corner. I'm wide? Is that what it's saying? I feel like it should just show the corner and maybe a little bit of the straight, but the straight, you can take so many lines. Like, what is that? Am I just not reading this right? It shows so much of the straight that it doesn't show the corner enough for me to understand. Like right there, it looks pretty close. That's hard to understand. It's looking like I'm a little wide there from what it's showing. And the corner that I want to see so bad is this corner. But it shows so much of the straight that you can't tell anything from it. You guys getting this? You guys understand this at all? Is the red what I want to be?
That time was a 1:47.
I do not understand. I think the big thing that helped me a little bit was that top thing. Yeah, that corner analysis is not helping me right now. Maybe if somebody explained it to me. Bar kind of bit right there. Only it would do that in every corner.
Hello.
What's up, Edo?
What?
I am testing out these overlays right now. Of course, I am live, but testing out these overlays, just trying to see if we can figure out what we're doing wrong here. I don't know. You know, I'm a struggle bus, especially on the bus stop. As I go through the bus stop and almost slide it. Oh, that's a corner cut. Yeah, just having a lot of trouble on the bus stop. I put the I'm putting a couple different overlays on just to kind of see what they look like. And as of right now, the throttle and brake overlay seems to be helping a good amount. The corner analysis is what I'm trying now. Confusing as fuck. Like it
AI corner.
No, it just doesn't. I just don't know how to read it, I guess. Like, all I see is a bunch of red because it's saying I'm slow. And I appreciate the game reminding me, but...
Yeah, I guess it's showing you where exactly you're slower
Yeah,
than...
okay, hold on. Maybe Adam here can look at it and say, like, no, you're an idiot. Hold on, I can't see the screen. Let me turn the screen so I can actually do that as well. Okay. So, I will share my screen, and you can tell me what you think. There's my screen. I don't know. Let me know if it works and you see the corner analysis.
Oh, yeah, on the left there under the track map. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Like, is the red me? I'm guessing the red is me because I'm slow, and red means slow.
Yeah, that's what I would
Yeah,
guess.
the red's gotta be me because I just pulled off. So, yeah.
Yeah, so you're way under. That looks like the speed trace, probably.
It's just hard to look at because when you get done with the corner, you just see that. Like, so it's showing I'm going wide?
Yeah.
You know,
it's showing you braked early and we're under speed on the entire entry.
Oh, it's a
you got on
speed?
throttle earlier though. Yeah, that's
it's
speed.
speed.
Yeah.
Okay, that answered a lot of questions. It's not actual math; it's speed. I was so confused.
Yeah.
Okay, so
like right where it drops off is the braking, right? So you brake before earlier than the comparison, right? And then you're under speed the whole way. Then you got back to throttle earlier.
remember when I said the bus stop is tough for me?
Yeah. What
okay,
brake
I got
bias
it now.
are you running?
50-50.
Where are you at? You're in one of those live practice servers, or?
I am in my own server on single player because I'm cheap and oh wow, that's the first time I've seen green. Yeah, I'm trying to learn this. I wanted to do the race, but I missed the race by like 5 minutes. I thought I'd be fine. I thought there was enough time, but I just didn't realize how late it was, or how late it had gotten, rather. So, yeah. Waiting like another 30 minutes till I do the next race and see if I've learned anything. I am getting into the
SRA server opens 10 minutes before this race starts.
Well, tonight could be a training night. I just figured I needed to race against people again because training the other night, which was last night, I ran 46s consistently. I got into the race, and as soon as I got into the race, which corner one was absolute madness, or lap one rather, and ended up bouncing off a bunch of people and everything, and yeah, I had a broken axle on the rear left and the rear right. Yeah, so I was just not having a good time, and then I ended up. I think I was supposed to be in the top 20, and I think I finished like 23rd just because my car was so destroyed. And the reason that both rear suspension was messed up is because I got rear-ended twice. So, yeah.
I guess I'll do a single player sesh.